Beer cheese dips on the menu today. Hang around. I'm gonna show you how easy it is. Man, that's good. All right, the first thing we want to do to our beer cheese to get it started for our pretzels, we've got a large cast iron skillet in here preheating. It's been in here about 10 minutes. Now I'm going to go ahead and get a couple tablespoons of butter down in that to start melting. The reason we throw this cast iron in here is so it can start preheating where it can honestly start melting the butter as soon as we throw it in the pan. And I'm going to tell y'all, for anybody that does not think that the new Traeger Ironwood XL does not put off smoke, you're absolutely crazy. And another thing, I'll go ahead and say this. Let me move this off of here. This is all 100% pure Royal Oak charcoal pellets. If you tell me you can't get smoke flavor coming off, you see it bellowing out right now. This is by far one of the best pellet grills made. Anybody can say what they want. I love this thing. I'm honestly a beast, the new Traeger Ironwood XL. Now, we're gonna go ahead and throw in 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. We're gonna make a little roux here. Now, when you keep cooking that roux like that, and this skillet right here is gonna keep bubbling, it's gonna start turning color just a little bit. It's up to you if you wanna make this a little more darker. I honestly think it's right where I want it to be. All the flour's melted. I'm gonna give it just a minute to kind of cook some of that flour taste out of that in that butter. I'm gonna shut this grill lid for about a minute. Let that kind of cook off. And then we're gonna start stirring in a little bit of that pure gold top. Might as well go ahead and, you know, I don't need but a cup. So let's drink this down to a cup. That's about a cup left. All right, now that our roux here is done and we let that flour cook off, I'm gonna go ahead and get about 8 ounces or so of beer in here. Now you can see how it's coming up. You just want to take your roux here, stir in your beer. We've got 5 frozen pretzel sticks. We picked these up at our local Kroger. They're in the frozen section. Give us a salt pack to throw on top. They were actually out of the Auntie Anne ones. I didn't feel like making fresh pretzels today. This is an easy beer dip recipe. You can share with your friends, have it quick for the big game, not a big deal. While our beer and our roux come up to temp, before we add our cheese in, these pretzels don't need but about 10 or 15 minutes at 400 degrees. Let's go ahead and get them on here to get some smoke in them. Now that our beer and roux have been on for about 5 minutes, it's coming to, it's warm now. That beer was kind of cold when I put it in. I probably should have used a room temp beer. We slid our pretzels on here a few minutes ago. I'm gonna go ahead and jump back in here. I've got some shredded white cheddar cheese here, fresh, that I made. And I'm gonna do a big handful of that. Actually, 2 good handfuls of that. All right. Now, I'm gonna gently stir this in here just a little bit, and then I'm gonna get ready to add a little seasoning and a little Gruyere cheese. Let's go ahead and get some of that garlic butter in there. This has got enough flavor right here. This is gonna amp this beer cheese dip up and give it the flavor that we're looking for. Oh yeah, look at that. Starting to come together now. Now let's go ahead with some of this Gruyere cheese. All right, we're gonna shut the grill lid and let it keep cooking. All right, our beer cheese soup has been cooking about 20 minutes. That is about all it needs. You can see it's bubbling here. It's thick enough. We can go through it there. It is just fine. You know, that was about 1.5 cups, maybe a little more, 1 3/4 cups of cheese, and about 8 to 10 ounces, well, about eight ounces of beer. I did drink a lot of that. So let's go ahead and get this over to our cutting board, let it start cooling. These pretzels are almost done. We'll be back in just a minute, put some salt on them. In order to get the salt to stick to these pretzels, we're gonna give them a little squirt of butter here. Now, once you do that, get a little bit of salt here. Now, get the grill lid shut. These will be ready in a few more minutes. We're gonna be ready for some beer cheese. All right, now that our pretzels are done and our beer cheese dip is finished, let me just recap. We started off with 2 tablespoons of butter, 2 tablespoons of flour, made a little simple roux. We had our Traeger set at 400 degrees with some roll oak charcoal pellets. Once that roux got to where we wanted it, we added in about 8 to 10 ounces of Miller Lite, that good old gold top. And then we come back with 2 good heaping handfuls of cheddar cheese and 2 good handfuls of Gruyere cheese. We melted that down, added a little bit of garlic butter in between them. It smells absolutely fantastic. The pretzels are off. There's only one thing left to do, and that's get in here and try it. So I'm gonna break one of these pretzels in 2 and get me a little dip. Here we go. Wow. You can really taste the amped up flavor from the garlic butter. That Miller Lite really shines through in this beer cheese dip. This is a fantastic, easy 20-25 minute prep and cook. So simple. Easy game day recipe, just having some fun on the patio by yourself. I'll see y'all next week with another video. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Pinterest, and of course YouTube. Y'all follow along. You don't want to miss what's coming up.